Yeah.
Is Mark?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, there you go. Okay, come on. Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook, founder.
So thanks for coming. I heard a rumor you were at CES, but did you blow it off and come back for this, or just?
Yeah, all 3 years.
Thank you.
Anytime.
So you guys have won. You guys won the best overall startup at Crunchies two years in a row. Every year there's been a Crunchie. You guys have won, and I think it's been well deserved. You have bigger growth in users, bigger growth in revenue, rumored than anyone else. But where do you take it from here? And in particular, I want to talk about Facebook Connect. That seems to be, unless you want to talk about a different product.
No, that's it.
Where's it going? And have you already sort of won the web ID war?
Well, I mean, we don't think about it in terms of that. I mean, we think about it more in terms of, people want to share a lot of stuff with their friends, and, who people's friends are obviously a really important part of them. But yeah, I mean, so we focused a lot of the last few years on helping our users spread Facebook around the world, right? So we're up to around 350 million users. So I think that there's still quite a while left to go in that. But at this point, we're really, starting to focus a lot more on platform and Connect. Right? And we launched Facebook Platform 2.5 years ago now, in May of 2007. And it's awesome to see all the applications that are getting built with it now. But we always thought that the future for platform wasn't really just people building applications inside of Facebook. That's a good way to start, a good way to kind of help users get used to using their information and their friends with other applications that aren't built by us. But the future is with Facebook Connect, right? Because obviously much more is going to be developed outside of Facebook than inside. And last year was the first year that it was widely available, and it had a great year. Tens of thousands of sites are using Facebook Connect. But there's still a lot more that we can do in terms of decreasing friction, making it easier to use, making it easy for users to get started, making it easier for developers to get started and integrate it in. And that's going to be a big focus for us this year, both on larger applications, making it so that they can do deep integrations, and all the way down to people who just want to drop something to their site and have a really easy integration.
Okay. You've always pushed the envelope on privacy. I think you've said in the past, things that surprised you that people were willing to disclose on privacy years ago, you're surprised to see them willingly disclose it today. Where, not just with Facebook, but where is privacy on the web going over the next couple of years, do you think?
Well, I mean, it is interesting looking back, right? Because I mean, when we got started just in my dorm room at Harvard, the question that a lot of people asked was, why would I want to put any information on the internet at all? Like, why would I want to have a website? And then, in the last 5 or 6 years, blogging has taken off in a huge way, and just all these different services that have people sharing more information. And people have really gotten comfortable not only sharing more information in different kinds, but more openly and with more people. And that social norm is just something that's evolved over time. And we view it as our role in the system to constantly be kind of innovating and updating what our system is to reflect what the current social norms are. So a lot of companies would be trapped by the conventions and their legacy of the systems that they built. Doing a privacy change for 350 million users is a really, it's not the type of thing that a lot of companies would do. But I think that's just, we view that as a really important thing, to always kind of keep a beginner's mind and think, what would we do if we were starting the company now and starting the site now? And we decided that these would be the social norms now, and we just went for it.
From a corporate side, and I don't know if you want to answer these questions, but I'll ask them. Are you going to get more aggressive in acquisitions? You've made a few key ones in the past. Do you see that happening in the next year?
Well, it's a good question. So the acquisitions that we've made have been primarily to get great people to join the company. We've done 2 acquisitions. One was Parakeet, where Blake Ross joined the company, who's been really instrumental in building Facebook Lite and helping spread Facebook around the world. And Joe Hewitt joined, who built the iPhone app from scratch and scaled that out. And then recently we bought FriendFeed, and Brett Taylor is one of the founders from FriendFeed, who founded, started Google Maps before. Is now running the product side of the platform now. Paul Buchheit is really involved in driving the engineering culture at Facebook. And I mean, the interesting thing is we only have around 300 engineers at Facebook. So it's actually, we've tried to keep this ratio where there's more than 1 million users to each engineer. And, you know, that makes it so that, what?
No, just go ahead.
Um,
I think that's roughly the same ratio we have at TechCrunch, to be honest. So we're similar in that.
So we really strive to build this company that people can come and just have a huge amount of leverage, and that's really what entrepreneurs want, right? They want to. That's why they leave big companies to start new companies, is because they want to put themselves in the opportunity where they can have the biggest impact. And a lot of people are finding that, you know, for the next period of time, Facebook is a really great place to do that. So as long as there are great people out there who want to join Facebook, we will find a way to make that happen.
Okay, great. Last question. iPhone or Nexus 1 for you?
BlackBerry.
Really? Really?
I don't have it in my pocket right now.
Thanks very much, Mark.
Somebody's got to